Hello, welcome to Currinda. Currinda is a cloud-based events and association management platform. Its focus is on providing a quick and easy platform for delegates and association members while offering comprehensive reporting and management functionality for managers. It provides integrates association management for events in innovative ways, such as tracking CPD points and attendance, offering customized registration and workshop rates. It also has comprehensive abstract submission functionality. This includes full abstract submission, reviewing, printing, and an included smartphone app. So let's get started. We'll create our users first. Suppose we want to onboard a user, we can either ask them to sign up or we can add a user directly from here. We can click on users on the sidebar. Then we can click on add user button here, and then we can enter their email and password. Let's get started. Let's enter a sample email. And then we can enter personal details. Let's enter title, Mr. We can select their gender, male, female, non-binary, and the rest of the stuff. Although we should note that there are only 2 or 3 mandatory fields here which we must fill, and rest of it is optional. Let's continue filling the fields. We can also select a profile picture here, and we can also insert a bio. Then we can enter our phone details. We can also enter our home phone numbers, mobile phone number, and work fax number. All of this is optional. Then we can fill in the address details. We can select the state. We can select a suburb. And we can enter our postcode. And then we can enter our address. We can also use alternate mailing addresses. We can enter a different address here, although we don't need to do that, so we'll uncheck this box. The system also wants to know if you're a student, which is useful when you're registering for events, because sometimes we have different prices for different events for students. So let's just say no for now. We can also enter our passport details, just in case if we are invited to an event from outside of a certain country, we need visa letters. So in that case, this is useful. The passport details must be filled in. However, if the event is going to be held in the same country and you do not need a visa letter, we can continue with adding the user directly. Let's fill in the passport details. Let's click on nationality, Australian, passport number. Let's fill in a sample passport number, date of birth and passport. country and passport, Australia. We can also add additional emails. Let's say steven@gmail.com, and we can click on create steven@gmail.com, and then we can add the user. Now this user is created. Now we can take over this user as an admin, or we can change its details or see whatever communication has been done with this user. Let's see the profile. It has all of the details that we just filled in, and then we go to details. We can see we can fill in all of our details for the user. There's an additional functionality to change password by the admins in case the user is not able to change their password. Let's go back up. If we click on takeover, we'll be seeing the Currinda platform as a user, not as an admin. The current view is of an admin. Let's see takeover later. Let's click on communications. It's a table that shows whatever emails are sent to the user. So once we have sent any emails to this user, we'll keep coming back to this. We'll see all of the communication. All right. And then we can go to the listing again. Now I have created this user. For privacy purposes, we do not show all of the listings here. Let's just search for this user. So let's see, here is the Stephen Robinson, right? Now there are certain actions we can do here. We can set this user as admin, we can archive this user, and we can set this user as a spam. Archiving a user or setting the user as a spam prevents the user from logging in again into the Currinda platform. So we'll not do that. However, we do want to promote this user to an admin. So we'll click on set as admin. So now it's showing updating, and once it's updated, a toast appears here, user successfully upgraded to an admin. Now we can also check who are the admins of this platform. So you can see there are 13 people who are admins of this platform. So these are their emails, these are their password, phone numbers, there are their positions. So we can also see which admins we have archived, and we also get to see what actions we can perform. We can archive the user, and we can also demote an admin to a user. We can also see which admins have been archived so that they are not able to log in into the platform as an admin. Alright, and then we have a list of spam users which have been set as spam users, and then we can also unmark them as spam. Other than that, we also have bad debt users, which is a list of users that usually do not pay their dues. So we currently have no one added here. However, we can do that from inside of the events. I think that's it about the users. We'll come back soon. Thank you.